Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Auburn Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Brumstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Tigers offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively. But they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose this secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking for a man deep down the middle. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. Make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys...
Touchdown, Auburn! Strong game by this quarterback. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And they'll set up with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Texas A&M's offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Grabbed by the receiver. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. An inside give now from the shotgun. It'll be a no-full first down, brought down at the 43.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick catch over the middle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. To throw, it's O'Neal. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Long distance bomb. It's good from 57 out.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here comes a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look.
So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grant behind the line. It's Williams. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice...
Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And here's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive lineman, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Bringing pressure. Contact as he let the ball go.
What in the world is going on with the pass protection today? That was almost a 3rd sack and still the 1st quarter. Maybe slide protection or call some screens, maybe play action. Anything to try to help this quarterback out.
They'll kick it away here. Choosing to return the punt. They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Trying to find room. It's Robinson. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Scanning the field. It's Knight. And they go with a short shovel pass. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And it's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The back's got it. Finds room to the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball at the 34.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Snags a good throw. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. It's a shotgun run call. The gain moves the ball to a 34. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to throw. It's O'Neal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The reception gets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
Quick completion to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The completion makes it second and short. It's a quarterback keeper. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Simmons. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. 3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Hebe keeps it himself. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Pass caught. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Wrap down the middle. It's Wilson.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Gives it to the back. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Jefferson. They make the tackle, but that plane moves it inside the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking for some space. It's Berry. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. There's the handoff. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Dropping back. It's Knight. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. And he drops back in the gun. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down at the 44.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a 1st down.
He'll take a deep shot. And is intercepted. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed.
The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the 3rd quarter. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
42nd down play coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Ball handed off. Runs through the defender. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
That's caught. It's Rogers. Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Over the middle, it's Wilson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. To the air, it's O'Neal. Grab near the sticks, it's Rodgers. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jefferson.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Handoff to the back. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's got it, looking for the end zone. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. To throw, it's O'Neal. Catch made over the middle. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they look to the right, making people miss. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk,
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. On the ground, it's Barry. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's tackled it only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Ball handed off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for their offense.
Try and muscle for the 1st down. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. That's a solid return after the interception.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Pass rush closing in. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Barry. Gets some space around the 30. Now here he goes. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. There was no catching him that time.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To throw, it's Knight. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. At the 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? Caught behind the line. It's Thompson.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They need some important yards here on third down. A field goal try here would be from 59 yards out. Dropping back, it's Knight. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Met will bounce and go out of bounds inside the 10. Great punt to pin the offense back. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
But this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sure hands. It's Jefferson. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Lets it go quickly. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll run it here. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Here's the handoff. Stopped short the marker after just a short gain. So the clock has stopped, and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Chris, an interception late in the game like this in a tie game in the red zone. You just don't know how many opportunities you're going to get the ball back.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Big conversion there on 3rd down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With sure hands, it's Williams. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Davidson. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter. And this defense get a stop and regulation with the score time. Looking for some space. It's Williams. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 2nd down after that run in the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Knight. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
How about that? Clutch kick here for the kicker. Gives him the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The receiver makes the catch.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
They had some high hopes, Kirk, coming into this game. They practiced well, prepared well, they were optimistic, but things just did not work out, and that's a tough loss.
Yeah, their opponent just made more plays than they did, plain and simple. But there's a lot to learn from losses like this, and the smart coaches know how to use them to motivate their team moving forward.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.